Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's that Astro Witch, and today we're gonna be looking at what you're manifesting into your life right now. Whenever you're watching this video, because it's gonna be a timeless reading. So today I pulled out the Magician card from each of the tarot decks that I have. So this is gonna be pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. For pile number 1, we have I've also got some crystals out. So the first, for pile number 1, you have the smoky quartz. This is your stone, so it's kind of clear. Okay. For pile number 2, you have a moonstone. Oh, I realize it's kind of clear too, a little, or it reflects. Pile number 3, you have the black obsidian. And pile number 4, you have lapis lazuli. Okay. Now you can pause, meditate a little bit on which card or which stone is calling to you. And then once you're done, you can jump into the description box for the timestamps so you can go to your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So these are the decks I'm going to be using. I'm just going to put them aside. This was the card that you were drawn to. We'll put it here, and this is your stone, which will be here. Okay, maybe we'll do it that way. Yes. Okay, so we'll start by taking out some oracle cards. I hope you guys have been well. Have been doing. Oh, okay. So we'll get that. But I feel like I'm getting one more. Okay, so what is pile number 1 manifesting right now in their life? So I'm seeing lust right away. Ooh, you have too many. Oh, maybe you are actually. No, maybe you are manifesting a lot in your life right now. Ooh, okay. So thank you. We'll look at those in a bit. These ones can go together. Okay, what is pile number 1 manifesting in their life right now? You. What is pile number 1 manifesting in their life right now? That one is sticking out. Okay. Thank you. And then we'll pull out some of your tarot cards in a bit. So we'll look at the ones that are facing upwards already. We have lust, Venus in Aries. We have riches, Saturn in Capricorn. Ooh, riches, manifesting money. Plus with this gold too. So we have resourcefulness with Sun in Cancer. Like the gold is definitely standing out here right next to riches. I feel like you are definitely manifesting money. Okay, like a lot. It's not just like a small amount where they pay you after you kind of lend them some money. It's like I'm hearing a lot. Plus with the yellow here, so much. Ooh, okay, so you have nourish your temple, meaning your body, because there's the saying about how your body's like a temple. You should be worshiping it, taking good care of it, keeping it clean. You have brilliance. Ooh, for some of you guys, I feel like there could be a promotion. I'm sensing that some of you guys are also being recognized for your talents. Like you're being, oh, what's it called? You're discovered. I don't know if some of you are entering like the acting or entertainment industry. So there's that where they're recognizing your abilities, and so this is why the discovery card. Like I just felt like some of you guys, if you are, for some of you that it relates to, you've been working on your skills when it comes to acting or singing or dancing, and people notice that. So let's see, what is pile number 1 manifesting in their life right now? Okay. Should be more than enough. So let's see. All the extra cards we'll just put on the side and we'll look at it later. So you have, oh, 2 of Wands. You definitely are waiting. You're working on something, but we'll look at all the cards first. 10 of Wands. Judgment. Okay. We're gonna make sure this all fits. At least properly. And like one more card here. 2 of Cups. You have 2 twos. 5 of Pentacles. Strength. 3 of Pentacles. Oh, I felt like you had another 3, but I was wrong. And one more here. We can do it. Page of Swords. Okay, these other 2, we'll look at them later. We'll put them here. Okay, pile number 1. You've got like, yeah, I'm picking up a lot of money energy, and definitely with the 2 of Wands. Yeah, I don't know why I blanked for a moment. Like, I thought it was like Page of Wands for some reason, but that, like, regardless, Page of Wands is also someone who's excited to explore. With the 2 of Wands, what I wanted to say was that this was definitely related to an artistic or scientific field. So for those of you who are venturing into like the artistic industry, whether it's entertainment or if it's like creating art or just making something with your hands, like scientific as well, researching, I feel like for some of you guys, it's actually a new step into this direction. I think you've had to let go of certain things in the past with the 10 of Wands. But at the same time, like, this is leading me here where your guides are reminding you that in order to manifest this thing that you are working on, we'll figure it out as we go along. But in order for you to manifest whatever you are trying to bring into your life, you have to stop overburdening yourself with other people's problems, because that is not your burden to carry. I'm not saying that you should completely disregard anything that everyone is going through. I'm not saying that. And your guides are also not saying that. What they're saying is that you need to take care of yourself first. Put yourself first. That's why you have Nourish Your Temple. Yeah. You have to put yourself first so that, because like, okay, I understand. Let's say you are the eldest in the family, or you are a parent, you are a guardian, you are just maybe in charge of a lot of people in your life, okay? Let's say. So I think I'm hearing breadwinner. So maybe some of you guys are the breadwinner of the family. So that's the problem, is that because of this mentality that you are very used to, it's not wrong that you're providing for your family. It's a good thing. Like, it's great that you are working hard to provide for your family, for others. But they're saying it's reached the point where you have forgotten yourself and your ambitions. I feel like that's why there are only 2 wands here, is because for some of you guys, this is a new thing. But at the same time, it's also like something that you kind of abandoned for a while. I'm getting for some of you guys with the 5 of Pentacles here. When you started out, maybe with the first wand, okay? Let's say you started out, you just kind of felt like it wasn't your field. You felt like it wasn't going to work out for you. So then you were just like, okay, I'll just like, maybe next time, maybe never, who knows? I'll just kind of push this aside for a while, because you were taking care of your family. You were taking care of people who kind of depended on you. And this time your spirit guides are saying, hey, you're trying to manifest something, right? Like, this is like, even your future self is telling you that you are trying to, this is the point where you have to start thinking about your priorities. Because yes, you can help people who depend on you. You can help your family, you can help some friends, but you can't help everyone. Because then what's left for you? I'm hearing for some of you guys, like, you were recently drained. you recently kind of lost hope. Here with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you went through a rough patch recently. And I'm drawn to this volcano. I think maybe you even got into an argument with some people recently. Like you erupted. You were just like, you couldn't hold it in anymore. Like all these wands, you just dropped. I feel like, okay, so this was, I think for some of you guys, you've already done this, where you've seen some signs from the universe, from your spirit guides, to focus on yourself. Otherwise, this is your sign, because there could be like tension. There's probably already tension, I see. That's why it's like this. There is tension because there is no lava I'm not seeing. So I don't think it's like it's happened yet, but I see it. I see that it's gonna happen. And I think you're tempted to just, oh yes, you are tempted with the lust here. I think you're tempted to just argue. Like you've been holding it in for so long that you just kind of, you are internally imploding. And you are about to burst. Like actually gonna argue in the physical world. But you don't want to. So you just kind of keep it in your head a little bit. But that's why they're telling you to take care of your body. Listen to your body. If you feel like you're overwhelmed, drop the wands. Nobody told you to carry all of them. I think it was more self-imposed, that you felt like you had to help everyone as much as you could before you put yourself first. But how many people, like, let's say they keep asking you for help, so how many more before you pay attention to yourself? Okay, so that's why I feel like you pushed aside what you wanted to try or wanted to explore. And then now you're just like, you're taking it off the dusty shelves. Maybe it was like a book. Maybe it was like maybe you even saw it in your journal. It was like something that you wrote about and you were like, oh yeah, actually I remember wanting to do this. Maybe you wanted to do like acting. And you're like, oh yeah, I always wanted to go for this, or modeling. So then you go for it. Like I wouldn't say you're going for it now. You are thinking of going for it, because I feel like you have some plans already in place, but you haven't taken action yet. So that's what they're calling you to do. And with the Two of Cups, I think there are some people you can depend on. There are some partnerships who can help you with this venture. Like, I'm not saying, I don't think it's like really financially, it could be financial support, but I feel like it's more emotional support. I think you are afraid of putting yourself out there first, because you're afraid of what people might think of you with the Three of Pentacles here. But I'm seeing that there are people who actually acknowledge your skills. They recognize it. But because you have so many thoughts about yourself. Here with the Page of Swords, I feel like it's more insecure. Yeah. Because you don't feel like you're ready, so then you have so many thoughts that you are afraid to explore. Here with the Riches, I feel like what you're manifesting is definitely something that could lead you to a lot of money. It might not happen right away. Actually, not might. It's not. I don't feel like it's going to happen immediately like this, but it's going to build towards it. It's something that starts off little by little, because you know these crows, I don't know where I heard this from or where I saw this, but it was like, they like shiny things, right? So then they're gonna collect things. So let's say earrings or like other pieces of jewelry or metal. So they take things little by little, right? Until they have this whole bowl of treasure. So I think this is you right now. Or actually where it's going to start off. Let's say when you finally take those steps towards your goals, your dreams, what you want to do. Once you take those steps, once you realize you have the whole world in your hands, a whole world full of opportunities, a whole full of potential. Once you realize that and you take the steps, you're going to start off like this. You're going to start noticing that money's flowing in. You're going to be like, oh, okay, so I'm actually pretty good at this. You stay strong, you have faith in yourself, have faith that this is going to work out, because everything's going to work out slowly, okay? I mean, of course, there are some times where people are like overnight successful people, but then they, you know, they rise to the top really fast and then they kind of go down really fast too. Not in the sense of failure, but more like they just fade with the trend. So I feel like you are kind of expecting it that way. That's why you have your angels here calling you out. You're expecting things too fast. They're telling you to slow down, calm down, because just because you have had this dream put aside for a while doesn't mean it's going to happen right away, because you invested what thoughts, like time of thinking of this dream for like 5 years. No, because it's all about the effort that you put in. What's that? It's like Newton's law. Oh yeah. The magician is related to like the Newton's first law of motion, which is like everything, let's say the beginning of when you had this thought, right? Then you started putting this thought of working towards this dream that you are now in. Not that way. Hold on. It's more like this I really want to say venture. This is something that you're venturing into. So this career, this new path, okay? So we'll say this path. You're putting in more energy in the beginning, right? You were like planning a lot. You had like your idea of how things are going to go, and then you had to put it aside. So the idea of Newton's first law of motion is that you move forward, right? But then the moment that you put something to stop it, it's gonna stop moving the whole time. And it's just like it's the same with your manifestation. They're reminding you of this, motion that you have put in some effort. You were moving in the beginning, but because you put it aside, you put it on a table or somewhere else with a book end on it, it's not gonna move. So then I'm saying here that yes, you've had this dream maybe for a few years, kind of bubbling in your head. I'm seeing it that way. It's just like you've been cooking it. It's just been there for a while, but doesn't mean that you're gonna be successful immediately just because you've had that sitting there. It's not like food that you leave it to cook and then the longer you cook it, the better it gets. I think I'm thinking more like a stew, okay? The softer the meat gets. But then the point is that there was a stop, there was a block. So you need to remove that block. Focus on it again to let the ball move forward again, So then that's when you'll start, that's what I was saying, you'll start seeing money flow in. It's going to take time, but I feel like it's not going to take too long. Maybe it depends on how much effort you put, actually. Because I feel like you this is not something like passive income. I'm picking up. I mean, it does have some kind of passivity to it, but I feel like it's more about how much you invest in your skills. Yes. And then that's when the money starts rolling in. Like, you won't even notice it. You'll be so comfortable with the way, like, once you are comfortable with the idea of receiving, you're just gonna, once you reach that, you're like, oh wow, I'm actually living my dream. Okay? So they're reminding you to be open to receiving. There are people who are definitely there supporting you. There could be two specific people who are very supportive of you. Could be your parents. I'm hearing for some, or some people that you are very close with, who you have shared some successes with, some of your failures. But no, actually, at the same time, I feel like you keep your failures to yourself a little bit. But there was someone who's definitely been through a lot with you that you can trust. Yeah, they've been with you for a lot of it. Even if you were not sharing how you were feeling, they knew. Yes, so I'm seeing a lot of money. Yes. So right now, I would say you are manifesting the strength, or at least the motivation to move forward with this instead of just thinking and thinking. I think you're gonna actually put some more action, and then that's when some money starts rolling in. It's not a lot, but some money that will start. It's like trickling. I'm hearing trickling. So the moment that it starts leaking in, the money starts flowing a little, and then a lot more will come. Let's see your last two cards. Ah, yes! Eight of Pentacles. It's the effort you put. And the this is the one that you are missing. Okay, exactly. You have to, I feel like right now what you can do about your situation with how you're manifesting things is that you have to put in some more work towards acting out, like not acting out, sorry, towards action. It's not just how much planning you've done. It's doing. It's actually doing, because he's not just sitting there thinking, how am I going to design these pentacles, right? He's actually making them. He's carving them. I'm also hearing like you could write those what's it? I don't know if, because depends. I don't know if you've seen those things about writing a letter about what you're going to manifest. So people have done it with like partners or like whatever, but you can write about how you actually, I think they're trying to tell you to put yourself in that mindset already, where you are prioritizing yourself and actually working on this dream. So let's say, dear universe, or dear whoever you want to say, dear God, dear whoever you believe in, right? Dear universe, I am actually let's say I have finally secured that brand deal with this company that I've wanted to work with, or something like this. And so they're asking you, I mean, not asking, they're telling you to kind of put yourself in this mindset, like write something like this, where you are already kind of envisioning how it's gonna look like. You can say, money's finally coming in, it's coming in easy, I don't have to work so hard for it. And then I feel like this is gonna bring more opportunities to you. It's not the actual idea of writing the letter, you know, but it's more like I said, being in the mindset of receiving and being prepared to allow all of this to happen, because they're waiting to happen. Okay, you don't have to, yeah, because see, oh, it agrees too. It's like with this, I was seeing it more like kissing other people's feet. Okay, so it's more like putting so many other people first. Once you put yourself first, once you recognize your talents, and I feel like other people have reminded you of your talent, once you also then allow yourself to be in this receiving mode, it shall be offered to you. Okay, it's gonna come so easy, it's gonna come so quick, like this, and then everything will start. Like, I feel like you just have to work on removing that blockage, and then the ball will start rolling. Okay, so that's what you're manifesting, and that's your advice as well for how you can further help this manifestation. So pal number one, I'm really excited for you. Don't doubt yourself. It's easier said than done, but take it as me also reassuring you that you are exceptional in this field, wherever you're working. I'm also hearing tattoo artist for some, but anyway, that was your message, pal number one. I'm so excited. Feel free to like come back and maybe comment on this video and update me how it works out for you. But thank you for letting me read your energy. Thank you for sitting again for another reading. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you next time for another reading. Take care. Thank you again. Bye. Hi pal number two, welcome to your reading. So this was the card that you were drawn to. We'll put it here. And this was your stone, which will sit right here. I'm just checking the camera if it's still filming. So here, I'll just move your tarot aside. We're gonna take out some oracle cards first. So let's see. What is pal number two manifesting in their life right now? Okay, I feel like this one was, oh, okay, with this, okay, but I think two were calling, so thank you. So what is pile number two manifesting in their life right now? No, I think it's this one. It's this one. Okay. What is pile number 2 manifesting in their life right now? Hope you guys have been doing well, taking care of yourselves. This one. We'll take out your tarot in a bit. Just look at this first. So you have endurance, Sun in Scorpio, and detachment, Venus in Aquarius. Okay. And then here we have balance. A lot of dual energy here. Deep breathing. Okay. There's like I feel like with endurance and detachment, I feel like I'm hearing more like I have had to put up with this for a while, to the point that you're just used to it. But then your guides are telling you shouldn't be. There's always something more fair, more balanced. Like there's more, something more equal, more fair for you out there. This looks like a dragonfly. I don't know if that has any significance to you. Deep breaths. It's gonna be okay. A lot of purple. You have purple here. For this, I took out these crystals, so then it's kind of, I guess it's gonna help. Let's see. What is pile number 2 manifesting in their life right now? Oh, okay, these have to be here. What does what's pile? Okay, what's pile number 2 manifesting in their life right now? Oh, whoa. Not sure how many we have. I think that's enough. That's probably more than enough. We'll put the extras on the side. Okay, you have 6 of Pentacles. You have the Tower. You have the Wheel of Fortune. My bad. Looks like the Hanged Man though. You have the 5 of Swords. Oh, could we fit another one maybe? Let's try. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Hermit, 7 of Pentacles. Oh, a lot of Pentacle energy here. Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, and I know I said Venus. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. 7 of Swords. I think one more. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, these 2 can sit. We'll see them later. I don't want to kind of squish all of them together, so this will be fine. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see what's going on. What are you manifesting? I'm hearing peace of mind. Like right away. Like this image is definitely just like, please just give me peace of mind. But let's see. Here it's like with the Tower, I think you've had a couple of, yeah, you have 3 major arcana cards here. I feel like this is something that's been recurring in your life, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. Keeps happening. And I feel like you just kind of always sacrifice your peace of mind. Could be here with the Hermit as well, because Hermit is about introspection, sitting with yourself. And with the what's it, the Tower, I think it's about, it could be with spiritual beliefs or old beliefs that you've had to kind of, you just keep seeing it over and over again. I'm hearing and make the thoughts stop, make them stop. Like maybe you have a lot of noisy thoughts before sleeping at night, or maybe not even just at night, it's like throughout the day. I'm sensing some kind of dissatisfaction. Look at that. Always look at the knives. And also like, look, going, oh no, but this is more like going after something. The Knight of Wands, and then the Five of, no, sorry, Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords. Let's see. I'm just kind of like absorbing your cards. I feel like there is some kind of loneliness, a little bit, like disappointment. What's going on? Pile number 2. With the Page of Pentacles, you are not feeling secure in something. I think you are actually reaching out to better connections. I think you're manifesting better people in your life. With the Six of Pentacles, I think maybe you feel that people are just taking advantage of your kindness, or taking advantage of something, or they are just kind of there. You know, those like party friends, or those people that they know you have money, so they just kind of like hang around a little bit, and then when you just don't have money to borrow them or to like spend on them, they just kind of, oh okay, actually I'm busy today, things like that. I'm seeing those kinds of situations. And I think you are kind of reaching out, because I'm seeing these arms reaching out here, like you're trying to go for a target. Here with the web stretches this way. And then you have this. You are manifesting. Oh, look at that. You've got the same pattern over and over. You're like, that's why, make it stop. It keeps happening. You are, yes, you are definitely manifesting better people, because you're like, you've had to put up with this, but now your guides are telling you there are better people out there who balance you out, who are the same as you. Maybe not exactly the same, but then who give the same energy when it comes to friendship, when it comes to relationships, or just similar values, and they give and take very equally. Like, it's not always 50-50, but the point is, if you're at a 20, they can make up for that. It's not like you're consistently at 20, because then it's gonna be hard, but it's more like you balance each other out. There is, yeah, this is, I feel like there's something, I was just gonna say, there's something you have to let go, and I see it here. You are in this mindset that this happens all the time. If you put yourself in that mindset, then it is gonna happen all the time. You know, like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You think it's like a psychological, what do I say? What do I call it? It's a concept in psychology, yes. Let's say you think that, okay, the future, I'm gonna be alone. There's nobody I can trust. Then it's gonna happen, because you have this mindset already. So it's gonna subconsciously make you shut yourself off from different people who want to reach out to you. So then you're just like, there are people who reach out to you, and you're like, oh no, it's okay. And then in your mind, you're just like, they just only want me for my money, or they only want me for this or for that. So you don't give them a chance. You don't give them a chance to, or you don't even give yourself the chance to get to know them. So here you are manifesting, whether it's a better relationship, better connections with people, better work environment. It's just like related to people. You're manifesting better of that, better connections. And the first thing you have to do, maybe we're going to see more advice. We can use these as advice cards for your next steps. I think it's about how you have to let go, because with the Tower card, it's about, you have to see if your foundation is strong, if it's stable. Let's say your foundation right now is that you're thinking that people do not want to stay for good reasons. They always have something, always have bad intentions. So when you have that as your ground, and then you build a base off of that, is it stable? Is it something you really believe in? Or is it even rational? Is it a fact? Or is it just based off of your experience? Because let's say facts are like, this is a table, okay? I can't say this is a chair. I mean, you could sit on it, but it might break, because this is not a very stable table. But the point is, that's not a fact. The fact is, this is a table. Whatever you do with it afterwards, you say it's a chair, fine. But this is a table, okay? So what I'm trying to say here is your base. You're saying that you can't trust people because their only intention towards you is your money or what you have, and that they always just want something from you. Is that a fact? Or is it just the people around you? Because with the circle here, I feel like it's also your environment. You have to step out of your environment. Detach yourself. Go out. I'm not saying like go in the spiritual realm and like make friends. Oh, actually, maybe online friends. Maybe you have some online friends. But what I'm trying to say is that step out of the environment that you're in that you don't feel comfortable in anymore. So like, let's say going off of I was gonna say environment again. The example that I was saying, how maybe they're party friends. Let's say you put yourself out of this party environment. Who are you gonna see? What other things do you like to do? Do you like to read? Do you like to draw? Do you like to go hiking? I don't know. Find some other people out there. They're not the only ones there. And I feel like you are someone who's okay with reaching out to people. You're not too introverted. But for those who are, there's always this, that's why there's this online realm, okay? Sometimes it's a little bit easier to start online. Let's say you find a community on Facebook or whatever, social media, or however you find people. And then you start kind of messaging. It's a little easier sometimes to talk to people first. And instead of like going out there for introverts, just putting yourself out there in those meetups, and you're just like, okay, I don't feel like talking to people. So you have many options. Whether you are extroverted enough to go out and actually talk to people in a group, in a meetup, or, oh, I'm hearing a language. I don't know if you're learning a language or something. So that's the same situation where you go out there, or you just kind of sit at home where you're more comfortable, and then you just kind of, because even just striking up a conversation with a stranger is daunting enough. So you could start with baby steps, whichever is more comfortable for you. Because yes, I see here with the 7 of Swords, someone having intention towards you. So it's a fact for some of it. I feel like there are some people who definitely have I was gonna hear malnutrition, bad intentions towards you. They just kind of money is such a huge thing. Like I think it's with all the pentacle energy here. Maybe you are, not that you are rich, you could be rich, but I feel like you are more fortunate than the people that you're around. So then they know that I think you treat them a lot, so then they're like, oh wow, okay, whenever this person's around, we're always gonna have a good time because they always pay for the drinks, or they always pay for the food, or things like this. So that's what I'm picking up. That's true. There are some people who they have ill intentions towards you. But what I'm saying is that it's not always, like, it's not everyone. I think maybe you've met a few people who you can trust, but there's something, like, you feel like there's more depth that you can build with someone. And it's about stepping out of the situation that you're in right now. Yeah, with 7 of Pentacles, I'm definitely feeling that dissatisfaction. I don't know what's wrong with my words. Okay. I don't know if you guys also stutter a lot when you speak. Maybe that's why for those who are introverted, you don't feel comfortable meeting up with people right away, because then when you get nervous, you just stutter. But yes, with the 5 of Swords here, I'm picking up like the cutting off people who do not literally, okay, cutting off ties with people who do not. I was hearing meet your standards, but like maybe meet your standards when it comes to friends and what you expect to receive in return. It's not always that you give and give and give with the 6 of Pentacles. It's what can I receive in return? This is the wheel. What goes around comes back around. So you've given so much to all these people who maybe they don't deserve it, or maybe they don't they're not grateful for what you're doing, and they just kind of abuse your kindness, take advantage of your kindness. So then imagine all this that you put into the right people who can see your effort, who can see that you are just as great as them, and they know that they're great. I feel like there is such a beautiful connection. There could be with one person specifically, but then I feel like it could be connection with a group as well. But I feel like it's going to be such a pure and beautiful connection that you've been striving towards with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. There's going to be stability found. I feel like you're definitely looking. You just don't know how to do it. That's how we will find out. We'll look at these two cards here. You have Strength, Towers again. Look at that. Yes. So this is definitely you're staying strong you're staying strong, thinking that your stability, your foundation is stable. But think about it. If you go from here to something that's more solid, right? Building on something solid instead of people that just, maybe some people even, what's it called? Hold on, let me put this down. When you say that you're gonna meet someone, one of your friends that you have right now, and then they're like, who will be there, or what are we gonna do? And then when you say, we're just gonna have like maybe bring your own food, something like this, and they're like, actually I won't be free, blah blah blah, because they're just like, I don't want to really give anything, or like exchange gifts. Maybe with the upcoming, like I don't know if for those of you who practice Christmas or celebrate Christmas or whatever, there's a party going on, whatever you guys are celebrating soon. I think with this, they're gonna be like, I'm kind of low on cash right now, I can't really do that, blah blah blah. So flaky energy. Hierophant. This is also to do with your beliefs. What do you believe in? Do you believe that this is gonna be a stable foundation? Also, for people who need to practice what they preach, do they practice what they preach? I feel like there are a lot of talk, the people that you're around right now, and I think look, it's like they worship you. Whatever you say goes. But at the same time, it's like, the people who go to who are all religious and all that online, they say all these things, but then in real life they don't really walk the walk and talk the talk, right? So I'm feeling like that way, where they can make you feel like, oh wow, yeah, you are such a great friend, we also are great friends to you, but then behind your back they're just like, maybe they don't feel the same way. So that's what I'm saying here. You're manifesting new connections. There's new connections out there waiting. I feel like right now you're a little bit afraid. You're kind of unconsciously blocking new connections from coming in because you haven't exactly stepped out of this this foundation that you have built. It's not very stable, but I feel like you recognize that and you are kind of thinking about what to do. First thing you can do is just start snip, like get rid of those ties that just don't serve you anymore, because the only thing you'll be doing is just wasting more time and energy and maybe even money towards people like them who don't really deserve that. So sit with yourself, kind of remind yourself of, I feel like maybe in the past, it could be someone from the past with who had, let's say for example, you remember your friends from high school or even from primary school, and you're just like, okay, yeah, these friendships were pure. These were like just for the sake of being friends. It's not like they had any they wanted anything from you, right? It's not transactional. So this case, they're letting you know you could like just kind of meditate, even not even just meditate, just kind of reflect on your friendships before. Compare them to now. Are they transactional now? If they are, is that something you want? Are these connections like networking wise? Like are they something that help you with your business or with your career? If they're just there to leech off of you, is that, I mean, okay, if you want friends like that, I'm not judging, but like, do you really want it? Because I know you don't, right? So the first thing you can do is start kind of what's it called? Cutting the weeds, right? So that you can better see your target for people that you really want to build connections with. That's the next step you can do, is kind of think about the kind of friends you want to have. Or do you want them to be like people that are within the same field that you're in, or maybe you want to have something within the same hobby that you like. So that's what you do. You just kind of, eventually you're going to find your way towards people who do connect with you, not just on a friendship level, but on a deeper level too, I feel. You don't have to put up with this anymore if you don't want to. I'm hearing already that you're going to say, oh, okay, I'm just kind of scared to make them like feel like you feel bad to hurt their feelings. But do they feel bad about hurting you how you feel right now? I don't think so. Maybe if you want, that, like, for some of you guys, maybe it's just communicating how you feel with these people around you. But if it doesn't work out, then you already know what to do, right? You know your next steps to find those people, because what goes around comes back around. The effort that you put to finding these people that are worth your connections, they will find their way towards you, as long as you also make that step towards them. Okay? So that's my message for you, pile number 2. That was a long message, but I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for letting me read your energy. Thank you for watching another video, another reading, and I hope you have a wonderful day and night whenever you're watching this. I'll see you next time with another reading. For now, take care. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So this was the card that you were drawn to. It's gonna sit here, and this was your stone. Oh, nearly dropped it. The stone that you were drawn to will be here. So these are the cards that I'll be using. I'm in the deck, and we're gonna just start by picking out some oracle cards. Okay, so I hope you guys have been doing well. Hope you're okay. So let's see, what is pile number 3 manifesting in their life right now? Whoa, okay, this one. I feel like another one wanted to show up earlier. So far, all the decks have been, like, a lot of cards from here been jumping out. Let's see what you are manifesting in your life right now for pile number 3. What's pile number 3 manifesting? Thank you. Here, what's pile number 3 manifesting in their life right now? Again, it's pile number 3 manifesting in their life right now. Okay, thank you. Let's look at these cards first, and then we're gonna take out some tarot cards. Escape, Mars in Pisces. And oh, you I don't know, I'm picking up some energy, like, be careful with I don't know if some of you are experimenting on, you know, like microdosing. Be careful with that. And then lust, this also showed up in the previous reading. I shuffled this okay, like a couple times, so we'll see. Maybe you were drawn to the previous, like, pile number 2, but if you were, then you can check that out as well. No, this was the same card too. I swear to God, I shuffled you. There's like a shuffling section before your reading. You can check these 2 cards. Okay, confirming. If you were drawn to pile number 2, you could go watch that. It's alchemy. That's wild. Okay, I mean, it's happened before, but this is a very, very strong strong feelings of surprise. So let's see, what is pile number 3 manifesting in their life right now? Just pull out some cards and see what's going on. Okay, all the extras, we can, like, just look at them in a bit. Let's see how many we can look at now. 5 of Swords. We'll just make space. 4 of Wands. The moon. Ooh. Pisces, right? Yeah, Pisces. Very Pisces energy here. Oh yeah, with the duh. Okay. One more on this side. Hanged Man. Oh, major arcana cards. Yeah, okay, we'll just like separate these a little. The King of Swords. The Death. Yo, you have like 3 major arcana cards already. The World. Oh, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. One more here. The Queen of Cups. These other 2 we're just gonna look at them in a bit. So far, for all the other readings, this has been advice for how you can go about like bringing the manifestation towards you. Okay, let's just, so that you can see all the cards here. Okay. No, I know the light is like reflecting so strong on this. Even okay, I was just, I don't think I can hold my hand up here for so long, but this is the Queen of Cups, okay? So, what are you manifesting here? With escape and lust. It's very different. I feel like you have very opposite. I'm picking up something like, look at that. Like there's the Buddha, I think this is the Buddha. Or at least a monk. Okay, so let's say it's a monk. It's very spiritual here, right? The way this monk would escape is through meditation, I would say. So there's different ways of escaping. There's physical. There's the actually escaping, and this is more escaping into your mind. And then there's lust. I'm picking up something like what you want is so different from what you are showing for some of you guys, or like very contrast. Like maybe you don't look like someone who would want a certain thing, or maybe you don't, what you want to say, you don't say it, you say something else. There's a lot of opposing energy here, especially with Mars and Venus, and then you have Pisces and Aries, the 2 ends of the wheel, right? Let's see what's going on. Or this could be a journey from lust to escape in a safer way. Maybe you use lust to kind of escape your thoughts. Interesting. Let's see. With the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Wands. So you have the King and the Queen here. The King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. For some of you, I'm picking up like relationship energy, but it's too soon to say right now. I'm just picking up a little bit of it with the 4 of Wands here. Could be with family as well. The Moon, the Hanged Man. I'm just gonna like absorb your cards for a moment. I feel like there's a lot of, because it's very opposing energy. King of Swords here, and then you have Cups. Swords is usually seen as it's the air archetype. Okay, so it's like thoughts, very logical. It's about yeah, I would say we'll go with the logical. Okay, and then here is more like the emotional with the Cups. So I feel like the way you, I don't know if this is something that's happening right now, but the way that you are, maybe you're trying to manifest something, but then your actions say otherwise. They don't seem like you want it. So let's say if you are trying to build a stable and strong foundation, that's why it was very drawn to the previous pile, because it had to do with foundation too, like your base, your foundation. But I think I feel like for some of you guys, you are trying to manifest a long-term relationship, but then the way you're acting is like someone who doesn't seem like you're very open to relationships. That's what I'm saying. It's like maybe there are some people who are trying to, that could be one. There are people who are trying to reach out to you in a way, but they don't know how you think. how you think about them or how you think about relationships. You seem very like, look, kind of driving away other people. You don't mean to, but because you don't seem very interested, that they're just like, okay, never mind. Because look at that. Like, let's say if you're represented by this chameleon or this, right? It's like this person, this female figure is not looking at you even, and these are just like going away. This one's not even paying attention. So it's like, I think it's about, yeah, there's a strong message for those of you who are manifesting a romantic relationship. It's like you don't seem to be acting the way that you want your partner to be. So I'm calling you out right now. For those of you who want a stable relationship, but then you are just having flings left, right, and center, right? You gotta kind of think about it for a moment. Now let's see what else is going on here. There has to be transformation that's happening. Okay, this definitely, I do feel like this is the relationship side of it, like romantic. So if you don't feel like you are connecting to this specific message, I think that's why the previous one is connected, because the previous one is about more like friendship wise. So if that makes more sense to you, then you can jump to that reading. If both resonate, then go ahead, continue watching. This is definitely, I am picking up more of a romantic sense. You want this happy ever after. You want it, but then people are like, are you serious? You want happy ever after everything you've done, you know? So they're kind of judging you based on your past behaviors, and maybe even present, because here with the Death card, I think your guides are telling you to just kind of assess. Here with the Hanged Man, it's more like, forgive your past, forgive those who have wronged you. Ooh, I'm picking up for some of you guys, maybe you have an avoidant personality attachment, but it's more like you are afraid of attachment because of something that happened in the past. It could be with your mother. I'm picking up some energy about how maybe there was instability at home. Could be specifically with the mom, not necessarily. I'm just picking up for some of you guys, but maybe some of your parents were divorced, are divorced, yes, or they are separated, or they are not on good terms. There's just like instability in the home. So then that kind of subconsciously affected you. It not messed you up, but it just kind of sprinkled a little bit of ideas about how relationships are going to be like. So I think that you were kind of, maybe this is you running away from something stable, something like secure. So then you just started lusting around. Not judging you, we don't judge here, I'm just reading it as it is. So I feel like you have this sense. I feel like you're not exactly there yet, but since you're watching this, I think you have been trying to manifest something more soulful. I'm hearing like R&B, blues, like saxophone music. I don't know if you guys are into that kind of, like, hold on, I'm gonna segue a little bit, but what was it? There's this animation I haven't watched. It's called Soul, with the R&B and all that, right? No. The saxophone, the jazz, yes. I feel like, I don't know if you guys are fond of that, if you're listening to that, or maybe someone you know is very fond of that type of genre, or you're exploring that and people are just like, what? You like jazz? You like soul? I thought you like trap music or rap, things like that. So people are pretty surprised because they didn't expect. This is like, I feel like with all the dark here, it's more like something that you've been longing for, but then you just didn't know how to express. That's why it was so polarizing, because what you feel inside is not what you are displaying. You are definitely acting in a different way, because you have these preconceived notions about what relationships are going to look like once you reach marriage. So you've been kind of avoiding this topic a little bit. You've been avoiding this area of the relationship. So then I think once you feel like people are starting to attach really hard and they really want to start maybe starting a family with you, or like building more, like maybe start moving in with you, and you're just like, oh, no, you've crossed the line. We were just supposed to be flings, you know, like a situation. But then like, so you've had a lot of situationships, because then you were kind of afraid of how things are going to play out after you started settling down. Because I feel like once you settle down, you're someone who will settle down. You will be so, so loyal, so faithful. I feel like you will really invest a lot of yourself in this person, and that's what you're afraid of. So you've been approaching relationships and situations you've had with other people in a more detached way. So then you're just trying to disconnect yourself from romantic relationships, because you're afraid that once you start giving yourself to someone, they'll just walk away, especially with the Five of Swords. I think you've walked away from a couple people because of this, like I said earlier. But I think you are starting to harness this power, harness this ability to really manifest someone stable who will accept you for the things that you have or maybe have not done. Maybe people have just been spreading a lot of things about you. And I think spread a lot of things about you based on your past actions. So now you are here where you have reflected. You've kind of reflected on your previous experiences, what you've been doing, and you're just like, I think I'm getting too old for this, or I think I'm really ready this time for something more stable. And I think you've been listening to your body. And I think all of these like flings just weren't so satisfying anymore. You were just like, I think you've done some meditation even. Not laughing at that. It's just like, now I'm picking it up here, where you are seeing how you've been driving away potential matches. Maybe you even had a long-term relationship with someone that you actually didn't feel like marrying. And so they were just like, what the fuck, you know? It was just like, it was a whole messy thing. But you're trying to put this in the past. But I feel like there's some people who still just see you in a certain way because they cannot move past that. It's normal. Certain people will not like you, certain people will. We can't please everyone, okay? But I feel like here with the Hanged Man, you might be here where you are reflecting on all this, and you've realized that you've kind of driven away all these people who could have been a potential match for you. But then with the Death card, I feel like you are there reflecting, but then not a lot of action has been taken at the moment. I think you feel like you might not be able to do anything just because you're like, oh great, these people, they don't trust me, or how am I gonna find someone who... So it's like, I think you have to move out. Look, there's like, I feel like a lot of radiating outwards, and with this there's like no color here. I mean, there is one solid color, but you know, if you look inside the mind... Oh, that reminds me of an example of some scientists. They wanted to see the mind of a monk or anyone who meditates. So then they took a monk and they asked him to just meditate in one of those I'm just gonna assume it's an MRI scan, whatever checks the brain, okay? And so it's like they saw all of these parts of the brain that was just working, and everything was so activated, and they're just like mind blown. So I think that's what I'm trying to say is, like, you don't see it here, but inside you it's like radiating outwards. There's energy radiating. So it's like, move out of the people that you're the crowd that you're familiar with. I'm hearing it's probably not going to be in your social circle. It's going to be someone new that you haven't met yet. So I think you have been trying to put a bit more energy into yourself, and I feel like your guides are telling you that the person that you are also manifesting is doing the same. They are also Oh, here I'm picking up that you are manifesting this person, but they're still working on themselves, so they're not paying attention right now. It could be someone that you don't know, but you shouldn't be rushing into this. Also, don't blame yourself, or don't blame, don't blame anything for whatever's been happening. It's like, it's happened, accept it, move forward. Okay, it's easier said than done, but it's something that you really have to be working on too. That's probably like the first step. It's like you have reflected on your actions, but I think it's coming to terms with accepting it. Here with the Queen of Cups, I think this is what you're manifesting, the relationship. You're trying to bring yourself closer to this. So I'm not saying that you should change yourself. Maybe you are really like a King of Swords. Maybe you approach things in a more logical way, and maybe some people think that you come off like an asshole for it because you're not very sensitive, but it's just your nature and you are learning. So with the Death card, I feel like it's not that you have to change completely who you are. It's more like the bad habits that no longer serve you, the temptations, the it's just like you have to be, what's it called, optimistic that there is light ahead. Because look, it's right there. They can see. The sun is there. It's more like you just have to trust that as long as you've worked on yourself, mentally, physically, like I feel like you are working on eating healthier, and also just like paying attention to what you consume on social media as well. So I think you have kind of went through a detox. Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for, is a detox. And then with that, it will reflect back the person who you are trying to manifest. Because let's say you're trying to manifest someone who's stable, who's financially stable too, and who's just like overall very at peace with themselves. You cannot attract that person if you yourself are not at peace with yourself. You attract people on the same vibrational level. That's what I strongly believe. And so in certain points of your life, when you put yourself maybe in a very tough situation and you deal with it in the not so great ways, let's say you have poor coping mechanisms, you will attract certain people with the same coping mechanism. So this time, when you want to bring in someone who's at peace with themselves, you will need to put yourself in the same vibrational energy as the person you want to attract in your life. So what you're manifesting is a romantic partner. But what your guides are telling you is that in order for it to, I feel like you're blocking it. So in order for you to unblock that, you would need to be at peace with yourself too. Be not just at peace, but be the person that you want to attract into your life. Because this person, they are also working on themselves, maybe ending cycles. With the Death and the World next to each other, you are ending cycles. You guys are probably gonna be, I feel like you don't know each other yet, or maybe you know each other but just acquaintances, so you don't know each other that well. Maybe you know each other by name, but for the most part you don't know each other. And I feel like there's definitely potential here. I cannot say for sure. Maybe it says here in the next two cards, I cannot say if this is something that will end in marriage, but it will be a very successful relationship, like whatever happens, because there will be two stable people that attract each other, that just manifest each other. I feel like this person's also manifesting you. So your potential, so there's some quality about you that maybe not a lot of people appreciate, and there are people who appreciate it. And it's just like you will end up meeting this person. Like, it's all about if you put in the work to do it or not. Because there are cycles that need to be ended here. You need to reach this level, the World. Not that you have to be completely perfect and all that. I'm just saying that you have to be at the kind of level to attract a mirror of who you want to be, like who you want to be with in your life. Like you have to mirror that. Okay, so let's see your last two cards. The Six of Cups. Such a cute energy with this one. Nope. Okay, we'll not do that. And Judgment. Yo, I'm telling you, I think, yes. I was hearing more like very, I don't want to say twin flame. It's like just your perfect match. I was feeling like it was something that your souls were meant to meet. Soulmates, I feel like, are just your soul family, like people that you are meant to meet in this life and all that. But they're not your soul family. It's like you're, you know, in the beginning of life when one of the gods, I forgot who, just humans were like born with 2 heads and 4 arms and 4 legs. You know that idea? I think it was by Plato or Homer, right? And then got split in half, so then we are like 2 separate beings. This is your other person. Not someone who will complete you, but it's like the same energy, just in 2 different bodies, okay? This is your person. They're manifesting you too, but they're trying to, I feel like you guys are just trying to work on being the same level. So you have to make sure that you are, so you're manifesting a romantic relationship, and even the perfect, so I'm feeling like this is most likely going to end in marriage with this card. But this is, it's such a pure relationship. It's like making me so, it makes me feel so giddy because I love love. And this whole reading tied together with these 2 cards is just like chef's kiss. I feel like it's like a gift, the perfect gift that you want for whatever occasion, okay? So your guides are telling you, your angels are there, they are, whatever you believe is guiding you, they're there. They're just letting you know, they're calling you out to pay attention to your vibrational levels, your energy. No, not your energy. Yeah, your vibrational levels. Like, you will attract the person that you, the kind of person that you are, is what they're saying. So try and go back to, don't be afraid to listen to your inner child and kind of go back to the things that you enjoyed doing. People, I feel like people are judging you because you're very different from what you used to be. But going back to who you were, that's no problem at all. Like, who cares? People will judge no matter what. So just do what makes you happy. What makes you feel so pure inside. This is destined. You are destined to meet this person. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's all about how much effort you put into working on yourself. Okay? Ooh, pile number 3. This was such a sweet reading. Sweet reading. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. And thank you so much for letting me read your energy. Thank you for watching another video with me. Watching a video with me, but watching my video. And I hope you are doing well. And I'm excited for you. You can come back. Feel free to come back to this video and like update me how things go for you or how everything goes. But thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you again next time for another reading. Best of luck in your manifestation. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pal number 4. Welcome to your reading. So this was the card that you were drawn to. It's gonna be here, and this was the stone that you were drawn to, which is gonna stay here. I think like that. Yes. So your deck is here. I'm just gonna move this aside for a moment. I'm just adjusting all the other decks, and we'll pull out some cards later from there. For now, we will start by getting oracle cards. I hope you've been doing well and that you've been safe. So let's see what you've been manifesting. What's pile number 4 been manifesting to their life right now? This is the one. Thank you. Let's see here. What has pile number 4 been manifesting? What are they manifesting into their life right now? No, again. Oh, there's the. Thank you. And here, what's pile number 4 manifesting? Whoa, this was the card from the previous reading. If you've been drawn to pile number 3, you can look at that too. Okay, let's see. We'll pull out some tarot cards in a bit. Ooh, inheritance. Could be like money too. Saturn and Scorpio. Definitely picking up like money energy. Alone time. Oh, alchemy. So this is alchemy. Okay, let's see. What has pile number... I feel like I was picking up... Could be connections. Okay, let's see. What is pile number 4 manifesting in their life right now? What are they manifesting right now? Oh. Okay, thank you. Should be enough. Okay. We'll pull out more cards if we need, but here we have Judgment. I feel like Judgment showed up for a lot of you guys, or maybe just this pile in the previous, but 8 of Wands, Justice, all is fair in love and war. I just heard 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Oh, can we fit that? Oh wait, hold on. I don't know if you can hear my neighbor's dog. It's very loud. But I hope it's okay. Sorry. I can't control their dog. But here we have Ace of Swords, King of Wands, 5 of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles with inheritance. Oh, that would make a lot of sense. Financial security. You know what? I'm being called to draw one more card just to fill in this space. I feel like it needs to be filled. Let's see. What are they manifesting? Oh, this is the one. Yes, thank you. Even they felt like you needed one more. 5 of Swords. Okay, thank you. Ooh, aligning with the 6 of Swords. Okay, thank you, thank you. Let's see what's going on. In the end, because for the other piles, there were extra cards. And then we could see it as advice for how you can move forward. But we'll see if you still need it with all these cards here. And we can just pull out those cards later. So, pile number 4, let's see what's going on here. Oh, with alone time and inheritance, I feel like you have worked on building an empire. An empire. Yeah, I feel like you've worked hard. Like, if you've been building a company or just investing a lot of time with yourself, could even be like in your education, because maybe the career that you chose requires a lot of skill, and you need, what's that? Maybe, let's say, for example, you need a doctor's degree for like a PhD to be a doctor, right? So I feel like you have invested a lot in yourself, but this time you kind of want to share. But we'll see. Maybe you are just manifesting something else, but oh, and you have like a castle here too. Interesting. 8 of Wands. Oh yes, it's drawing me to this heart here. So I think you are kind of manifesting someone you could share all this success with. But let's see what else is happening here. I don't know, what is that? I'm sorry if you can hear. I think fireworks, or they're just like popping something. I don't know. But with the Justice, 2 of Pentacles, maybe you had to make a decision before. Oh, I'm hearing for some of you guys, it's like with Justice and inheritance, it's like a will. I don't know if you are working on your will. Not that you're dying. I don't think you're dying anytime soon. Whether or not someone's dying, they can work on their will early on, you know. They can kind of just prepare things for the future. And I feel like you're trying to think of who you can share this inheritance with. I definitely pick up this energy. With the Judgment, I feel like they're trying to tell you something. I think it's to look at this Eight of Wands. I'm seeing like there are a lot of people eyeing on. They're trying to fight for this. Like they want what you have. They're trying to get a piece of that. Like a piece of what you have. If it's a lot of money, if it's like a lot of it, maybe it's a company, but they want some of that. And I feel like you're trying to be very unbiased when it comes to who you're gonna share your fortunes with, but you're also trying to, like, because with the Two of Pentacles and the Justice, you are definitely trying to see things in a more balanced perspective. You're not trying to let something cloud your judgment. See with the Sun here, it's like very clear judgment. You don't want any clouded judgment when you're trying to make a decision. And it's not about, like, I feel like you might, no, I don't think you're afraid about hurting other people's feelings, because you know that there are certain people who deserve what you have to offer, but it's not everyone, you know. So maybe other people feel like they're gonna lose this battle. It could also be people that are trying to get your attention, trying to court you, but it's only for some of you guys. I'm not picking up for a lot of you guys, but it's mostly about some people who are wanting what you have. Could be a will, could be a company. They want some of that. And there's like a message, judgment here with Eight of Wands together. I feel like your guides are gonna show you a message that's gonna help you. Okay. So aside from this, I feel like they're trying to reassure you that this is the sign that you've been looking for, but also that more signs are gonna show up after you sometime soon. It's very soon, like within the next few days of you watching this, there will be more signs confirming what you are trying to manifest, because with the Eight of Wands and Judgment, it's a message that's gonna propel you towards succeeding in your manifestation. So these cards are just reassuring you that what you want is coming. So you just need to look out for the signs. So let's see what else we got here. With the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, you have a lot of swords here. 6, 5, and Ace. Got like the 5 with the Ace building to the 6, right? Ace of Swords is about like opportunities when it comes to like going towards your like ideas and messages. But I feel like this could be two different hands, like 2 hands from different people, or it could be like 2 hands from one person. So right now I'm picking up that it looks like people are fighting here. It's like what I said, people fighting for what you have to offer, or it could be you clinging so hard on what you know that you're not open to opportunities. I think whatever you're manifesting, you want it in a very particular way. You want it in a way that's like, you want it in a certain way, in your own laws, because justice is the law of humans. Okay, so let's think like the law, like the courts, Supreme Court, whatever. So it's more like that kind of law. But then the world is not here. The world is about it's about law of spirit. Okay, so there is more like timing and all that. So I feel like you want it more in a way that benefits you, and they can see that. They know that you're trying to manifest it, but you're clinging so hard. Can you see? They have this sword, but you're clinging so hard on this sword. You're not allowing it to manifest in a more natural way that universe feels is better for it to manifest into your life. So with the Five of Swords, I feel like other people have been trying to, well, yeah, reach out to you. I think they're trying to, maybe there's even a warning to be careful of your property, your items. There's some people who really like your valuables. I think you're a bit more, you're wealthier than they are, maybe, but they're eyeing what you have, and I feel like it's kind of made you not trust the people that you're around. But it's also like there are people who have been warning you, maybe even your guides have been warning you, but then you haven't been really paying attention. Especially next to the Ten of Pentacles, there's like something like some feeling of winning something, or just like, oh, looking over your shoulder. There's some kind of unsafe energy here. And with the Six of Swords, it's like walking on eggshells. But it's also, Six of Swords is also about travel. Stepping out of your comfort zone. You're afraid of all these swords outside. You're afraid of stepping on these swords, that they'll hurt you. But I feel like there is a lesson to be learned. Not, it doesn't have to be physically painful, but I feel like it is a lesson to be learned that would be kind of a painful experience that we'd have to go through. I don't know, for some reason I'm hearing don't be too materialistic. Riches come and go. Money comes and goes. Things like material things come and go. But I think that's why you are trying to manifest something that's much more spiritually fulfilling. Because then you could have all the money in the world. You could have all of these things, but then they don't bring you the happiness that you're really looking for. So then you're really clinging onto this, what you're manifesting. You're really asking for non-biased. You're trying to not be biased when you're going forward, but then your guides are trying to remind you not to cling so hard on what you're manifesting in a certain way that you want it to come, because when it comes, you will still be clouded. Because look, Five of Cups here, you will not be satisfied. You'll be disappointed. But then it's like, let's say you asked for certain things, Five of Cups, right? And then in the traditional Rider-Waite imagery, it's like 3 cups are spilled, but then 2 cups are still standing, okay? In this case, you can see that there are 4 cups that are on fire, okay? Maybe you wanted a plant or something, right? And here's a plant. There's a little bit of fire. It's like maybe the ends are burnt. But then you're just like, no, I want like a green plant. But this is still a plant, you know? So it's like your guides are telling you that when you cling so hard on asking for things in the way that you know you want them, like you want a green plant. So then when a red plant comes around, you're just like, no, it's not the same. But it is. It's exactly the same plant you want. It's just red. So it just kind of makes you so dissatisfied with certain things, makes you disappointed. So they're trying to tell you to open your hands. You're hurting yourself. Open your hands to receiving so that you don't cling so hard and hurt yourself. Because things will come. They will come in the way that you deserve to receive them. See, I think when you're protecting what you believe in so much, but the universe knows. They know when to wake you up, and I feel like you have been woken up recently. This is probably the situation that woke you up, and you're just like, okay, maybe I need some help, like guidance wise. You could need help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I think that's also something. Maybe your comfort zone is always doing something on your own. You don't want to ask for help because maybe it will hurt your ego. So maybe that's the lesson that needs to be learned, is that asking for help is not wrong. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean that you don't know how to do things yourself. It just means you're human. You just need help, okay? Don't let that see yourself any different, because you're still like a King of Wands. You can still go after what you want. You're still capable. What else here? the 5 of Wands. There's conflict here. I believe it's more about how you see yourself. And here with above is the 2 of Pentacles. It's like you want something and this, but then you know that you want to manifest it in this way, but then you're really clinging on to what you know. I feel like you know that you need to let it go, but then there's just so many thoughts. I think there's just so many things happening that you are overwhelmed. Look at all that in the background. Overwhelmed. But then you are really working. Look at this blue. You're working on that inner balance. It's tough. It's gonna be tough. But it's always important that you learn something. I mean, it's always important to remember that you will learn something from whatever happens. Because look, with these, even if there's a lot of pain, there is stars at the back. It's always reminding you that there is a chance, there's always a possibility that you will heal from this. You don't have to this is not something that you have to put yourself through. Pile number 4. You are manifesting. You're manifesting, hold on, let's see. Because I feel like there are a couple things. Maybe it's pretty general. You're manifesting something, or you just don't really want to talk about it so much. Let's see. Because I said earlier, a connection. Someone that you could, there's like a whole lot of possibilities here. I think there's like a very, what do you call it? Like you guys are very varied. Like it's a whole bunch of people from very, very different backgrounds. So for some of you, you are looking for someone to share your will with. Someone who deserves it. And then for some of you, it's more like a companion. I'm not really picking up a very romantic sense, but it's like a companion. Others, it's like you're not manifesting money. I'm not really picking that up, but it's more like a peace of mind. No, you're manifesting clarity. I'm thinking. I'm not thinking. I'm feeling here. It's to see things clearly. It's to judge with a clear mind, not with just like blindfold on. You want to be able to see them clearly. Look, with the 4 eyes, you want all of those eyes. You want to be able to see people for who they are. I think that's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting clarity. To be able to see through people's intentions. To be able to judge, not right from wrong, but to discern people from who has, like, you don't want people to, yes, I think you are definitely manifesting connections as well with people who do not have bad intentions towards you. Very similar to another pile, I can't remember which, but this is more about, it's a very mature energy. It's more like you've been through a lot of experiences already. It's not very youthful energy here. I'm not saying you're old or anything. It's more like very, very mature. Like lived, like maybe some people have said that you're like an old soul. I feel like you've lived many lives already. You've learned from so many, from the way that people act around you. You've experienced that so much, and I think that's why you've learned to set boundaries. You've learned to go how do you say, ask for what you want and not be afraid to ask for it. But then to the point that when it comes to manifesting this as well, you have clung so tight that you are not allowing universe to be able to help you. So then now you're a little bit stuck because you're like, I want this. And universe is like, yeah, we know, we're trying to give it to you, but you're like, no, I want this. And they're like, yes, we understand, but just allow us to let you see it in a different way instead of how you're thinking of getting it. Maybe you're just hoping that, yes, you're gonna have a strike of clarity all of a sudden, and everything's just gonna make sense, and you're just gonna like everything in the past, everything in the near future, you're going to be able to kind of predict how people are going to be like act towards you. But then I feel like that's not exactly how you're going to learn. I think you've shut yourself off from people a little bit because you're just afraid of how they're gonna, what their intentions are. But then I feel like that's part of how you're gonna manifest clarity, is that you need to, I think there are just a few more things that you need to experience in order for you to see it. Like, I think there are just a few more things you have to go through. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but it's all gonna make sense in the end. And that's what you want. You want this clarity. You want to be able to discern people in your life who give you this 10 of Pentacles, this comfort that a lot of people look for when it comes to money. It's like you will have material comfort and stability and what's it called, fulfillment, but you want it in the way that's also balanced, because here we have things that maybe are not very balanced with looks like alcohol, but you are kind of thinking, universe, is that a 7? That's a 7. I don't know if that resonates with you, like a specific number if you're looking for a sign. But 7 here in the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, let's think. 7 of Pentacles. Do we have it here? No, we don't. But that's the image of kind of dissatisfaction. Don't make be careful with how you're making decisions. Don't make rash decisions just because you're dissatisfied with how things are going right now. So then you just settle and you're just like, okay, never mind. We'll just go with that. It's right there. But there's something. Don't spend your money irresponsibly. I feel like you're quite responsible, but then for some reason there's something that you when you're stressed, maybe you tend to go shopping, or you tend to spend on things just to make yourself feel better. But be careful with that. Kind of sit, slow down, take deep breaths. Remember that you're capable of so much. Look, the hands, when you open, because look, it's clinging. The fact that they're next to each other, it's clinging. But when you open, you're much more powerful. Here, you're just hurting yourself. But when you open a receiving hand, you're much more powerful. And they're telling you that things are coming your way. They're making their way towards you, but you have to be open to receiving. This connection is coming. These connections, I'm thinking multiple, like maybe a community, maybe just feeling safe, and also this sense of clarity. This clarity is coming. But you have to be willing to go through, like willing to learn through other experiences, not just immediately have it. I feel like there's some more things that you have to learn. I'm gonna just pull out maybe a few cards, two cards for what is their next step. What is their next step to manifesting this in their life? These two. Let's put that there. Thank you. We have Knight of Swords and Knave of Swords. Wow. So it's, oh, look at that. Look at that. I feel like this is universe trying to break you out of your shell. Before, it's like nothing could get through. But I think now, look, it's starting to crack. It's not a bad thing. I feel like you are realizing that this is, I feel like there is some things that will happen, that there's something that's going to happen here with the Knight of Swords. It's coming towards you that's going to make you realize, yes, this is the lesson. There's a lesson that's going to come soon. That's gonna make you realize that it's time for you to break out of your shell. I think there's someone, maybe it's not even a painful lesson. It's more like painful to unlearn some things, break your shell open to get to know people who are going towards you. there's someone with information, maybe even a business partner, but it's more like someone who's got this lesson to teach you, and this is how you're gonna start, like all of this is gonna unblock like whatever you're manifesting, all that you're manifesting, the clarity and the connections, it's gonna happen there. That's why the Judgment, 8 of Wands, it's happening soon. Especially Knight of Swords is one of the fastest nights. It's gonna happen soon, and it's gonna kind of force you to break out of your shell, to step out of your comfort zone. It's gonna be scary. So that's what it is. The lesson is to step out of your comfort zone. But it's gonna happen, and everything's just gonna fall into place. Everything's just gonna start going one after the other. I feel like your manifestations are gonna happen really quick once you let this happen, once you step out of your comfort zone. Okay, pile number 4. It's a lot. I hope this was helpful. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for letting me read your energy. This was your message, and always keep your head up high. Trust yourself. Trust that everything's gonna work out the way it's meant to. Okay? And thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you again next time with another reading. Take care for now, and see you then. Bye.